Hey,
What's up? What do you want?
I think you should play Patapon. You should play it.
No!
Dan, please.
No.
Please.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
Bro, I really think you should play Pat.
Patapon is the best rhythm game ever made, and if you haven't played it, then you are objectively a f***ing loser. If there was one thing you should know about me is that I f***ing love rhythm games. Even if some can be played with one hand, there is something about that music that's like a drug. It keeps me so hooked, like, yes! Yes! Yeah! Needless to say, I freaking love this trilogy. I played these games religiously when I was younger, and I still play it now. If it weren't for this series, I wouldn't be the musical intellectual I am today. And come on, just check out my client one day after playing Patapon. Patapon is a game where you kill monsters to get loot and strengthen your army, all while doing it to the beat of some sick-ass jams. You play as these little tribe of eyeballs that throw sharp sticks at monsters then dance on their dead bodies. I really love the art style they chose for this game. The Patapons are so simple yet distinctive. The environments and enemies all stand out, and I'm never left asking myself, dude, they're all so ugly. What the heck? What makes Patapon different from those other baby rhythm games is that Patapon uses rhythm as a means of doing literally anything. If you wanna attack, you gotta have rhythm. If you wanna move, you gotta have rhythm. If you want to live, you gotta have rhythm. It's a perfect way of keeping the player hooked It's a perfect way of keeping the player hooked on the gameplay, and boy was I hooked. There is something about the gameplay that just works, even if you are just pressing 4 button inputs to issue a command. It's that build up to your fever meter that just gets the music going. It's the enemies and bosses that will keep you on your toes, forcing you to switch up your strategy. And I'll tell you right now, those bosses will sometimes increase their tempo to ridiculous speeds to obliterate your forces. And it's that very same reason which led me to breaking my PS Vita. Like, he just gets spamming. And the loot makes everything 10 times better. The weapons are just phenomenal. It makes all the time you spent fighting that boss worth it. And seeing your army get stronger and stronger just makes you feel like a god. But what really keeps that gameplay so engaging is the music. The music of Patapon is just so hypnotic. The drums, the vocals, the bongos are just so catchy. I would often find myself so lost in the music that I actually died because I wasn't paying attention. My favorite song from Patapon 2 has to be the how the hell? This one! It has this kind of cold, in the sky, smooth feel to it. What really made the music unique is that it was sang by children. I think it perfectly fits the whole personality of the Patapons. Small, energetic children going on an adventure. Then I heard the Sons of Pitches have their take on a song, and I don't know, it just wasn't there. It could be my nostalgia, but the essence just wasn't there, you tell me. Now I do have some issues with the second game. There are a lot of mechanics in this game, and the game never really actively tells you about it. Like, did you know the only way to obtain new masks is by using the hero Using the dance mode actually stops all the effects slower and the Patapons are actually terrible for when is actually important. Did you know if you subscribe it'll make me less depressed? Yeah, all the useful information are within the loading screens. And maybe this is just me, but I have an attention span of a fish, so I rarely look at that. Yeah, the new player experience might be a bit confusing. It even took me until the end of the game to realize you can get new masks from the hero gate. But all that changes in Patapon 3. I'm sorry, but you cannot tell me that intro was not hype as everything about that just screams awesome. The transformation, the cool mask, the beat build-up, all the Patapons. This intro is just sensory overload. To all my diehard Patapon fans out there, this literally made me cry tears of joy because of how epic this shit was. It has been 12 years and that intro still hits, and that main theme is on a whole nother level. Now this game kicks everything up to 11. Everything sounds bigger and better, the inputs now have vocals to them, the instruments sound way more impactful, and the music is out of this world. Never in my life have I ever enjoyed hearing the X input so much. If Patapon 2 is hypnotic, then Patapon 3 is mesmerizing. You will not believe the amount of times I was just so lost in the groove. In terms of gameplay, it's pretty much the same, but Patapon 3 takes a different approach. Instead of having a whole army who do a bunch of little boy damage, now you get 4 dudes who do a bunch of giga damage. And I like big numbers, it makes my brain go yay. And now with the introduction of Uber Heroes, the game just got 100 times cooler. Heroes add so much customization to the way you play. You wanna be a healer? Go ahead. You wanna be a giant shield? Who's stopping you? You wanna be a magic monkey? Well then you're a loser. There are so many hero classes and I love every single one of them, except this one. He's like ridiculously broken. And I don't know how they did it, but they somehow made the loot even cooler. Like you can literally use a tree for a weapon. There are way more missions compared to the last game and they are all just endless fun. But I will say the missions where you hit the lever are low-key kinda boring. It's crazy how even after 12 years I'm still coming back for more, and it's kind of crazy how there's still a thriving fanbase going on. The Patapon franchise is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. These titles are what really inspired my love for music and dancing, believe it or not. There is so much passion put into each and every single one of these games, from their energetic beginning till their heartwarming end. Just to give you a sense of musical joy, a rhythm game with an actual story, with likable characters, and perfectly timed music. It is a crying shame that barely anybody talks about this masterpiece of a game. Now please, do me a favor, and please play Patapon.